Whether you're just getting out of college or you're looking to change your life for the better, 2023 can be the year that you land your dream job. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I landed my dream job because I love my job. I personally wouldn't see myself doing anything else. I love the fact that I travel for work, I'm never in an office, I get to meet people from all sorts of lives, I get to help homeowners protect their biggest investment, and most importantly, I get to control how much money I make. If it wasn't for my dream job, I wouldn't be able to do half of the things that I do now, including making these videos. For those of you curious, I sell residential construction services for a living, anywhere from roofing, solar, windows, paint, the whole shebang on a house. I'm a contractor, in other words, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I love it. You see, what many people don't know is that I didn't always know what I wanted to do for a living. In fact, before starting here, I was just like everyone else, working a 9-to-5 job. And like most people in my industry, I kind of just landed here too. But it's been a blessing ever since. This job is the reason why I'm happy to wake up every single morning because the possibilities are endless. But the real question is, how did I get here? And how can you find your dream job? The job that feels like it was meant for you. Well, let me tell you how I landed mine. When I was just getting ready to finish college, I knew that I had to figure out what I had to do for a living. And at the time, I was working at T-Mobile. And I always knew that I wanted to be my own boss and I didn't want somebody telling me what to do. And I also knew that I wanted a job where I can make over 6 figures. That's all I knew. I didn't know what was out there, probably like a lot of you, and I did what you're supposed to do when you don't know something. I just Googled it. So I went online and I started looking at all the possibilities of what I can do for a living. And it turns out that entrepreneur was really the only option, meaning I had to start my own business. So I started a social media marketing agency and that failed completely. I almost went broke trying to get that thing off the ground. While I was going broke, I eventually knew that I had to figure out a way to make some money. So I went back to the drawing board to find another gig. This time I did a little bit differently. I asked myself, what am I good at? What can make over 6 figures? What in my history shows that I've been successful? And the only thing that really came up was sales. So the next thing that I did is I Googled it and I went on Indeed. I went on Indeed and I literally searched jobs that make over 6 figures in sales. And the possibilities were endless. And I did what you're supposed to do at that time. I applied to all of them. When I was doing my research, I came to find out that sales jobs have a huge income possibility where you can make over 6 figures. It's just a matter of selling high-ticket items. At that point in my life, I honestly didn't care and I was just trying to figure it all out. I still remember getting an email about the interview that I was supposed to go to when I was landing this current job. I didn't know what products they were selling. I didn't know anything about the company. Heck, I didn't even know people sold roofs at the time. But it was okay because I knew one thing. I knew that if I put myself all in it and I put my mind into it, that I can achieve anything that I wanted to do. So when I went to the interview, I landed the first interview, I got the second interview that same day, and I landed the job. At the time, I didn't even know this was my dream job. The only reason I decided to move forward with this company was because the owner of the company told me that the best guy there was making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. I said, no way. I went through hell trying to learn the ins and outs of this job, but at the end, it was worth it. Because through hard work, I broke 6 figures my second year, which is crazy to even think about to this day because I remember just a couple months in, I was ready to quit and go back to T-Mobile. I'm so glad that I didn't. Because of this opportunity, I have grown so much as an individual, not only financially, but mentally. My bank account has been growing as well as my individual person, which I don't want to brag about, but I know deep down that I put in the work to get where I'm at because not everyone can do what I do. It's hard to do what I do. That's why in my industry, the retention rate is about 10%, meaning 1 out of 10 people is only going to make it. Everyone else is gonna go because it's not for everyone. I made the story shorter than what it really is because the point of the video is this. I wasn't just an overnight success. This didn't happen overnight. It took me hard work and discipline and months of constantly learning and beating myself to becoming better to finally figure all of this out. Before this job, I was just like everyone else. I was working a 9-to-5 job, barely making enough money to get by, always worrying, and just not liking my life. And it wasn't until I made a decision to bet on myself. I bet on myself that I was willing to do whatever it took to get to the next level, even if it meant risking it all. And the thing about dream jobs that most people don't understand is that if you don't take the risk, you're not gonna land your dream job. It's a lot easier than you think. The problem is that people continue to live with the what if mentality and I'll do it tomorrow. The only problem with that is that tomorrow might not come. Landing your dream job is not as hard as you think. Yeah, it may take some time. Heck, it might take a whole entire year to get your dream job, but who cares? And let's be real, maybe that dream job that you thought was your dream job doesn't work out. But that brings me to my next point. You will fail. It's a guarantee that you will fail. If it wasn't for me failing so many times, I wouldn't have the success that I have now. It took me thousands of failures to get to where I'm at. And the thing that you want to remember while going through this journey is that even if you fail, if you continue to get back up and you continue to keep looking, you will land your dream job. So even if it takes having to start all over every single year with a new job, as long as you continue to keep on looking and keep on improving, it's really simple. All you have to do is look up the characteristics that require that dream job. You list all the opportunities and things that you want in regards of work and life balance, and you look at all the income desires you want out of your job. Your dream job is only an action away. Let me leave you with this. There isn't a secret formula to tell you how to land your dream job or what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. It's just a matter of continuing to look and figuring it out as you go. You just have to remember what you want out of life and the income you want out of it, and it's fairly easy. And for those of you that want a step-by-step formula, here you go. Step 1, design your life on all the possible metrics that you want out of it. Meaning how much money you want to make, where you want to live, how much it's going to cost you, and write all of that down. That's going to give you how much money you need to make to live the lifestyle that you want. Step 2, find that job that requires and pays that income. Step 3, you want to look at all the skills and characteristics that are needed for that required job. Step 4, you want to go ahead and start looking for these jobs and applying to these jobs, reaching out and networking with other people. And 5, just land a job. It's easier than you think. It's just a matter of taking action. So if you did find some value in this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions whatsoever, leave them below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.